Morning, people. I'm out to go to one of the motorcycle dealerships right now. They have demo days. This is a week before Christmas, and they've got demo days today, which is kind of strange. Right now it's 53 degrees. It's a little bit cool, and so I don't know what the turnout is going to be like. As you can see, the weather doesn't look all that bright, but it should get a little bit more sunny later on today. BMW Demo Days, maybe they'll have a couple of GSes that I can try. We'll see. R1250GS. Today we're going to be taking out the F850GS. So it's in dynamic mode. It's a nice quiet bike, I must say. Very soft. It seems quite light. Nice. Oh, gotta remember, get my mirrors adjusted. I am flat footing this bike. I don't know if it's got a low seat or what, but I'm really flat footing this, and I've actually got a little bit of a bend in my knee. So I'm gonna have to find out afterwards if this has got a low seat or not. Maybe it's a little bit short. But I'd like something a little bit taller. My Tracer is much taller than this, so this is probably a low seat. It's got a nice high windshield. It's got a Puig windscreen on it, so that's an aftermarket windscreen. I don't see any windscreen adjustment, so probably not adjustable on this. But the mirrors seem to be pretty good. Good adjustments to the mirror, and I do like the soft engine. It's not a very obnoxious engine, so and here we are. We're off. I don't know if I like the brakes. Brakes feel a little bit wooden. We'll find out in a minute. Gearbox feels a little spongy. I don't know how many miles on this bike. How do I find out? Turning the wonder wheel, nothing's happening. If I were to buy an F850GS, I'd be looking to buy, come on guys, looking to buy an adventure. Seems to have a quick shifter. Very nice. Very nice acceleration, very smooth. Quick shifter works well. Going on to the freeway now. Very comfortable, just like the Tracer. That shift up into fifth from fourth was very smooth. Almost as smooth as my RS. I don't know if it's got a quick shifter down. We'll find out soon. But so far it's got a nice feel to it. It's not as lumpy as my Boxer, as my 1200, or as the RS I should say, and very smooth in fifth, sixth. We're sixth doing 70 miles an hour, and it's just over probably about 4,200 RPM. Quite comfortable. I've got a little bit of buffeting at the top of my helmet right now. I would probably want to put a lip or something on top of that to smoothen out the air. I'm not too impressed that it does not have an adjustable windscreen. My legs are kind of cool right now, so not as much protection. I guess I'm accustomed to my RS and the protection from the RS cylinder heads. Good roll-on acceleration in sixth. The bike has got good power though. Nice pickup and handling. So very pleasing. It's got this big huge wheel in front. I'm not feeling any worse for having that wheel. I'm not sure what size it is. It looks like a 21 inch. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of buffeting right now. Yeah, there's a quick auto blipper down. Very smooth. Let's see. Of course, being in a BMW, all of the controls are very easy for me because they're all in the same position as my other bikes, my other BMWs. S1000 as well as the RS, and so that's one good positive. I'm in fourth right now, 4,000 and doing 49 miles an hour. Not bad, feels good. Engine is quiet. I don't know why this mirror is all of a sudden kicked up though. Seems to have moved by itself. It tips in quite nicely. Didn't expect that. Tipping is quite easy on this bike. Ooh. Very nice engine, I must say, I like it. Right, fifth gear, roll on. Nice. So they do have an R1250GS that I should be demoing next, and then that's it for me. That's the only two bikes I'm interested in riding today. It's the GSes. So looks like we're going to get a little separated here, but that's all right. Oh, I'm looking for a seventh gear. We got some merging traffic. Come on. Auto blipper down is quite nice, very nice. I like the gearbox now. Yes, it's all right. Snick, snick, snick. Very nice. I don't believe there are link brakes on the 850s, and the rear brake is kind of spongy. It's not like mine. I'll test it out in a... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, this is rear brake is as spongy as my, I don't know, as the Yamaha, as the Tracer was. Maybe it's more spongy. But either way, it's just as ineffective as the Tracer's rear brake was when I first got it. And I had to add that additional pedal, and that made a heck of a difference. Plus I changed, did I change out the pads? No, I didn't. I just put that pedal on, and that made a difference. I would have to do something similar to this, but it's got the off-road brake pedal, which is just bent metal with teeth on it, so how to adjust that, I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, menu. Oh, here we go. I was moving the jog dial without pressing the menu button. That's why. Hey, it's the first time I'm operating this nice TFT screen. Yeah. The TFT screen is quite nice. You press the menu button and you get all the different selections. Here you can move across, and then when you want to get back, you just press the up buttons. Okay, I got it now. This bike does tip into the corner very nicely. Oh, we got a nice brake. Very nice. I can do an 850. Alright, so we're going to be going now on the R1250GS. And it started with a familiar fact.
I was just talking to somebody who has never ridden a Boxer before, and the friction zone is way out there. Yeah, he's never driven a Boxer before, so told him today is his special day. Let's see how the back brake. Yes, the back brake feels like how it should feel. I'm accustomed to that. This is this new color, the Trophy, I think. Quite nice. Windscreen is in the uppermost position. So, mirrors are already adjusted. I guess our leader is going to be riding an R18 right now. So, somebody left the heated grips on. I can't see any in the, oh yeah, there it is. It's down there. So there's a little indication of the heated grips. We're on 2. I just put it on 1. Anyway, this feels very familiar. This GS, so this is the second time I'll be riding a GS in my life. The last time, I think it was in 2017 or something like that, I did one of these demo days here at Mancuso, and it was the R1250GS, and I really cannot remember anything about that ride. I will admit. This one, I think it has a low seat. Right now I'm tiptoeing a bit, so at least sitting on the bike right now, I can tell that I'll need to get a low seat on this, but I probably try the standard seat first because it's not that low. I mean, I'm almost flat-footed. So we'll find out. Oh yeah, friction zone similar to my bike. And it can just pull off at idle. I like that. He's gonna pull out and block the road, and then we're gonna go. Oh, there's that jerk. Here's a jerk between first and second. The 850 didn't have it. This one has it. It does feel a little bit different from my RS, but I can't tell yet. I mean, it's early days. Early days to tell how the power delivery is. I did ride an RS 1250. And I didn't find it as rough and as raw. I didn't find it as rough and as raw as my R1200. I kind of like the R1200 and its raw character. It's really a nice feeling to it. This one's a little bit more smooth in terms of its idle. It's kind of softer, but you can still feel that throb, a side-to-side throb slightly. His heated grips are quite nice. They're generating a lot of heat. I don't know if they're hotter than mine, but even at 1, they're pretty good. And we're off. The 850 had a bit of a smoother feel to it. The parallel twin is a smoother engine than this Boxer.
It's a softer, smoother engine. This is a larger capacity engine, of course. Right now the Boxer is nice and smooth, but listen to the tires on this thing. The tires are singing on this. I've never ridden these tires before, but that's kind of irritating, actually. But I guess you could get accustomed to it. So let's see what he'll do now. Will you give us some speed? He's got to worry about all of these people. He's never ridden with them before. So, and there's the cops too. Oh, there's that guy. His tires are singing as well. Man. I was wondering if it was the tires on this bike that was singing that loud. But this one I can still hear it, even though I've got earplugs in. But, yeah. Now, the windscreen on this bike is much better than that Puig windscreen on the 850. That windscreen gave me a lot of buffeting. Just at the top of the helmet. So it wasn't too bad. I've had worse buffeting before, but this one here is quite smooth. I've got no buffeting at the top of my helmet with this standard windscreen in the uppermost position. So this is quite doable for me. I'm 5'8" with a 30-inch inseam, and I've got a standard ratio from top to bottom. So it's not like I've got a long torso or a short torso. It's just an average torso, I guess. And yeah, good fit. Good fit. If I do buy the 1250, it wouldn't be the Adventure. Why am I in 5th gear? 6th gear. That shift up was very easy, very smooth. Very nice. Yeah. Tips in pretty good. Oh, this has got a telelever suspension. I've got to test braking with that. Because that is one of the things I don't think I'll like too much. I do like the front, I do like a conventional fork. I do like to feel that front end bite. And to be honest, I haven't even noticed anything right now with this bike. Clicking down, the gearbox is definitely different from mine. That wants to come over. Yeah, there's a definite difference in the gearbox between mine and this one here. I'm still trying to get accustomed to that singing. It's like I'm riding the bike, but I'm not hearing the bike at all. I'm hearing. Whoa, that's weird. It tipped in so easily, it caught me off balance. I thought I was going to fall over. Okay. I've got to be careful with that tip in. Huh. It caught me by surprise. The geometry is different from the RS. Just now when we were doing that little U-turn, the bike wanted to fall into the turn easier than I was accustomed to, that I was expecting. And it kind of threw me off for a second. So what can I say about the R1250GS? Engine wise, at this speed I can't tell the shift cam, I can't really experience the shift cam. I'd have to ride the bike by myself. Steering, the tip-in is different from my RS, and it's probably a little bit easier to tip in than the Tracer. I would have to get accustomed to it. I can't say I don't like it. It's different. I have not tested braking on the telelever to see the diving, the nose dive, if there's any nose dive, but I'd have to check that out when we come to a traffic light, and hopefully I don't scare anybody with a strong stop. But other than that, yeah, I ride a Tracer, and this is very similar to the upright position is very similar to the Tracer. Very comfortable bike. The seat is very comfortable, of course. I've got no problem with BMW seats. Oh yeah, that was just roll-on in fifth. For some reason I was in fifth, and roll-on was quite nice. For once the engine drowned out the tires. I gotta have a look at the tires when I'm done here. I don't know what kind of noisy tires these are. Okay, so I got a little test of my of the telelever there. I hit the brakes a little bit to let that guy in, and it wasn't too bad. Physics is physics. It does go down a little bit. Okay, it's not totally flat. It does go down a little bit, but a hell of a lot less than a fork, than a conventional fork. So kudos to the front end. Riding in a spirited fashion, doing the twisties. I do know I've got some people in my RS group that ride far faster than I do, and they love the GS. They can handle it, so there's no doubt that the GS can do a very good job in the twisties and speed. It's just that I get more confidence with the conventional fork. However, having said that, the more the bike dives in front, the more it unloads the rear wheel. So you don't get as much braking effort coming from the rear. In other words, you can feel the anti-lock brakes kicking in on the rear. If you were to apply both brakes and you're hard braking, you'll feel that anti-lock brakes chattering from the rear. Whereas if you've got a bike that's not diving as much, you won't lose that braking effect. You wouldn't feel the ABS kick, or the ABS would tend to not kick in as quickly. So that's the advantage of having the telelever suspension. The gearbox is definitely, well, this is a newer bike than mine. Here we go again. Again, I didn't feel too much dive. All right, so we're good. Yeah, I didn't feel any dive there. So it's quite impressive. I'm going to see how much it jerks between 1 and 2. He likes to have this parallel formation when we're pulled up. I don't like that. That's why I keep hanging back. I don't like to have handlebars side by side. And I will never ride like that, side by side. Who's beeping? Beep beep. Okay, let's see the jerk. Oh. Let's see the quick shifter clunk. Yeah, there's a good clunk. There's a fair clunk. I would say it's just like mine. No different. But otherwise than that, all other shifts are smoother. There's that tip-in feeling again. It just wants to fall. Oh man, this thing doesn't like to flop all over the place. Directional stability is much less. Whoa, it almost feels like I've got a soft tire. Directional stability is much less than the RS. I don't know if it's got a soft tire, but it almost feels like it's got a soft tire. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. I'm gonna check it out. Now, the kickstand is in different positions on these bikes, so I always got to look down and check it out, see where it is. In this case, it's before the peg, and in some bikes, it's after the peg. Hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
Very nice. It's got a completely different geometry than my RS.
Oh yes, it does.
It wants to fall into the turns very easily.
And if you had street tires on,
Yeah.
it'd be even better.
Oh.
Like the MP3s, when I ran with mine on the street,
Yeah.
I loved it. Put some of these on.
And it sings a lot. Woo!
Key.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you very much.
Got it.
So those are the tires. Metzler Karu tires. Yeah, those are the singing tires. Anyway, I've had my rides, and that's it for me. And I think I'll be heading home. I'll give my final thoughts in a little while. Start up. Oh my God, this feels so different. Why is my key? Oh, this feels so good. Oh. Man, that GS. It does those tires, I don't know. It fell into the corners so easily. This is gonna corner like on rails, so. And the tightness, it feels so tight and compact, this. Man. Well, what can I say? I'm back on my RS. The friction zone is really is closer to the handlebars than in those than on those other two bikes, and I must say I like it. The bike just feels ready to go. It oh man, and it just feels a little bit more I don't know, visceral. My RS feels a little bit more visceral than either of those two bikes, and I like that. I'm riding it right now, and I'm enjoying this. I actually like the experience of riding this more than those two bikes. They're different, of course. It's, you know, they're adventure bikes. Now, let me compare the two. Which one of those two test rides, and I took the test ride on the same day, approximately the same conditions, the same route and everything, which one did I enjoy better? Which test ride did I enjoy better? Today, I would have to give the edge to the F850GS. I love my Boxer. I got on this one. I liked
I'm liking the feel of my Boxer better than that R1250GS for some reason. I like the gearbox on that one better, but the gearbox on mine, there's nothing wrong with it. But if I were to give the edge between those two bikes, I would say the F850GS gets the nod for me today. The ride was more refined, yes. It was more easy. It's kind of like this. It's easy. It tipped into the corners nicer than that GS. I didn't like how that fell into the corners, so like that. And of course, the F850's got conventional forks. It's got conventional forks, but I didn't notice any big diving or anything like that. So I wouldn't have noticed any different anyway. But yeah, it just was a nicer riding experience today for some reason. The GS, the 1250GS, was bigger and to me gratuitously bigger. The F850GS was just as capable for what I'd want it for, and but much lighter, much easier to handle. Kind of like my Tracer. Now, if I were to compare it to my Tracer, I don't know. The Tracer is very nice too. The switchgear on the BMW is better than the Tracer, of course. But, oh, I've got heated grips on right now. Yeah, fine. But the fact that it doesn't seem as though I can adjust the windscreen is a downside on the F850GS. My Tracer, I can adjust the windscreen on the fly. You know, I just pull up the windscreen and away you go. But with the F850GS, it doesn't look like I can adjust the windscreen at all. And that's no good. But other than that, it's a nice bike. Oh, the rear brakes are rubbish on the 850GS. On the 1250, it's good. It's good back brakes. Not as good as this bike. I have never ridden a bike with as good back brakes as this one. The back brakes on this bike, look, this is back brakes right now. And I can almost do a stoppie on this bloody, well, I can't do a stoppie with a back brake, but when you mash the back brake on this RS, it just bites and the bike just squats down and stops. It's weird. I mean, the RS back brakes are phenomenal. There's no other bike I've ever ridden with anything close to the back brakes on this bike. The GS, I think I might have mashed it once, the back brakes, and it was quite nice, not as good as this. Not anywhere close, but it was quite adequate, quite good. On the F850GS, oh no, that was total junk. So, what does this mean for the next bike? I'm in no rush to get rid of this RS in favor of the R1250GS. And today's ride was quite productive in the sense that it has confirmed my feeling, oh, I'm in the wrong gear. It has confirmed my feeling that I should keep an RS and have my adventure bike be either the Tracer or the 850GS. The 850GS has got a very nice sound to it. I want to get it over. A nice sounding engine. It's quiet, but it's got a nice tone to the engine. It's not a triple, but hey, it's a nice parallel twin. I like it. I do know it's quite capable of going long distance, going all over the world. So I don't have any issue there. So yeah, no R1250GS for me, I don't think. It would have to be an F850GS, F850GS Adventure. Why I say the Adventure? Because the Adventure comes with the bars and the lights, I believe, and you know, that kind of stuff, which I'll have to add on to the regular GS anyway. And it's got a larger tank, and I suspect it'll still be, well, I don't know. Maybe it'll be a little. They say that it's quite top heavy. Today's bike was not top heavy in the least. So unless there's a huge difference between the GS Adventure and the GS 850, I don't see that as being an issue. Never did that feeling come into my mind that it might be top heavy.
Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you in the next video. Keep the shiny side up. Stay safe. Take care. If I don't talk to you before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas. Most likely I will be doing a video for Christmas, but if not, have a Merry Christmas, and I'll talk to you in the next video.